They are 3 of the deadliest characters ever introduced within the Dragon Ball franchise, and alone stood the test of time with their incredible feats and powers. But what would happen if we put all 3 of these warriors in one place and had them battle to the death? On today's video, we will be discussing a Dragon Ball What If triple threat battle involving Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, True Golden Frieza, and Hit, and seeing how each character would fare up against the other and what the community thinks about who would emerge as the last man standing by the end. So buckle up and hold on to your seatbelts, because we are going to be entering the ultimate death battle involving Frieza, Hit, and Goku Black next. If you are new to this channel and enjoy what you see, then don't forget to punch that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to receive new and daily content on your mobile devices, desktops, and services that I provide, along with following me on these social media platforms to stay connected with me at all times. Thank you so much for your continued support. Now let's begin. It is a no-holds-barred triple threat battle involving 3 of the most powerful characters from the Dragon Ball universe, that being Goku Black, Hit, and Frieza. And the situation being, what if it was possible for all 3 of these characters to gather together in battling and seeing which one of these 3 fighters would emerge as the superior and dominant warrior? And joining me here today to talk about this what if battle is Dragon Ball YouTuber EmoshIsLive. As Emosh, welcome back onto the channel. Goku Black, Hit, Golden Frieza, all 3 warriors, 1 contest, 1 battle. In your opinion, between these 3 fighters, who do you believe would have the best chance in walking away as the sole survivor? Because I do want to take into account a few things that would go into this fight. Number 1, the adaptability of both Goku Black and Hit alongside Frieza, and the idea that between all 3 warriors, I definitely feel as if Hit and Goku Black would adapt a lot faster than someone like Frieza. In terms of durability, I think that Frieza possibly may have the greatest durability in this fight, because Frieza, going back to the Namek arc, was not only able to survive a Destructo Disc slicing him in half, but also having to survive a supernova explosion happening in space while half of his body was basically missing. So not only did Frieza survive a Super Saiyan Goku's one-armed Kamehameha, the explosion of the planet, and was still drifting in space, but Frieza could also breathe and survive in space given his species, and that is something that neither Goku Black or Hit were shown able to do in the anime portrayal. And alongside that, we saw Frieza's endurance against Toppo when Toppo was able to use the Hakai energy in basically almost killing Frieza during that encounter, but Frieza still being able to bounce back and survive. Even during the fight with Jiren, we saw Frieza's endurance and his durability during that factor. But then again, looking at Hit, looking at Goku Black, Hit being able to adapt while fighting somebody as he did against Kaioken times 10 Goku, and Goku Black, who essentially wants you to hit him as a means for him to grow. So all 3 characters have a very unique moveset, a very unique approach as to how they would enter this fight. So in your opinion, having to take all 3 into consideration, who do you believe would be the wild card? And by the end of this fight, who do you believe would be the winner? As I do want to ask the audience as well, and you guys can let us know in the comment section, between these 3 fighters, who would you guys say would walk away as the winner, and who would you guys say is the most useful character in terms of feats, in terms of their ability to perceive things a certain way and carry out the mission by completing it? I would like to know from you guys in the comment section as to who you guys believe would be the best suited fighter in this battle. And before we begin, let's see what the community had to say in regards to this battle via Snapchat videos, YouTube comments, and Twitter videos to best see what the community had to say in regards to this fight. So make sure you guys are following me on Snapchat, Twitter, and of course Instagram to be up to date whenever I post a video in regards to these battles. So let's go on ahead and see what the community had to say.
Hey Alex, I just want to say I'm a huge fan of yours. I love all your videos. I watch them every day. Keep up the good work. Between the triple threat match of Golden Frieza, Hit, and Goku Black, in my opinion, I think Goku Black would take the win. Simply because, you know, no matter how much you beat him down, he's just going to keep on improving, and it's just insane. So for me, Goku Black for the win.
So Hit versus Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black and Golden Frieza. Though I am a huge Hit fan, and I do like Golden Frieza quite a bit, I would actually have to give this one to Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, just because the last time we saw Golden Frieza in the Resurrection F arc or movie, he was kind of on par, but he did get beat by Super Saiyan Blue, and we know that Super Saiyan Blue's counterpart is Super Saiyan Rose. And then for Hit, I think that if Hit was able to be easily discovered by Goku, then that would be the same for Goku Black, and that Goku Black would be able to figure out Hit's time skip, and he wouldn't really be able to do much once his time skip is figured out. So I would have to give this one to Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black.
Yeah, what up, Alex? For that three-way battle, Goku Black, Golden Frieza, and Hit, I'm thinking, depending if there's training or not, if there's a type of training, I would go with Frieza, because the dude went 4 months from Namek Saga to blue level. Or, granted, it was early blue, but could you imagine if he trained for a year or whatever the case may be? Same goes for the other two, but as of right now, those characters fought as is. Goku Black does adapt quick, but so does Hit. They just improve. That's what it is. They improve quickly. But, if there's training Frieza, if there's no training as is, I'm gonna go with Hit. He's an assassin. He's a killer, and he's been nerfed with these tournament rules. So I'm gonna go with him.
What's up, UnrealEntGaming, bro? You know what I'm saying? I'm your biggest fan, you know. But yeah, alright, serious. I believe that Black Goku would win out of Frieza and Hit, because Black Goku, to me, like, he definitely fought at Frieza. Like it took like a Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta and like Rage or Rage Trunks to even like compare to Black and like start like foddering him. And Frieza, I doubt he would be able to like really like affect Black too much. And Hit, I believe Hit would have a chance, but like I just feel as if like he would come really close, but then Black will like pull out something else that will like tear him apart or whatever.
I was just replying to your Snapchat message about who would win between a triple threat battle between Goku Black, Golden Frieza, and Hit. And I would have to go with Goku Black on this one, just for the sole reason that he can get better after every battle. And same biology to get stronger after every near-death experience. And personally, I think Goku Black would win that one. And hope you see my video. Alrighty, bye-bye.
What's going on, Alex? I think that between a match between Goku Black, Super Saiyan Rose, Frieza, and Hit, I think Goku Black would win because of the pain adaptation that Goku Black can get. He adapts through pain, so that'd be a very good factor for him. Okay. Yeah, Goku Black all the way.
Getting faster and stronger, and he's going to keep developing new techniques. I mean, I don't know. That's just what I think. So
honestly, out of those three, Hit, Goku Black, and Frieza, I'm gonna have to go with Hit. Honestly, if you're talking about an exhibition match, maybe he's gonna have kind of a hard time to avoid killing him. But if you allow a death match for them to go in there and do what they gotta do to win, then Hit's gonna take the cake, because he hasn't even been able to show what he can do to kill. We all seen that what he can do to Jiren, even though he didn't win the fight, but he did way more work than Frieza did, obviously. And I believe he got the best chance of winning that Fatal 3. So, and with those other two, all he got to do is just hide in his time skip zone, let them duke it out, and come out and just kill the victor. My opinion, Hit is gonna go for the win.
What up, man? Po Daddy Samoan Rage here, answering that debate between who would win out of Frieza, Golden Frieza, Hit. Can't remember. Oh, Goku Black. Oh, bro, Hit hands down, bro. He's got the time skip. He's involved since their last tournament with the Universe 7. He's easy. Golden Frieza's all right, but he hasn't had time to actually evolve, so Hit, hands down.
Okay, between Goku Black, Hit, and True Golden Frieza, I believe Hit would be the winner. True Golden Frieza would come in a close second, and Goku Black would just lose completely. Hit is able to fight somewhat on par with the suppressed Jiren, and I think that completely eclipses what either of the other two could do. Goku Black got left in the dust a long time ago, and Frieza has openly expressed his unwillingness to fight Jiren. So yeah, Hit would just completely destroy both of them with his skill set. Although I will say that True Golden Frieza may be ahead of him in raw power, his skill set would put him above.
I believe that between Golden Frieza, Hit, and Rose Goku Black in a death match, I definitely believe that Golden Frieza would come out on top, because not only is he the superior one of the three in power, I definitely believe that force to be reckoned with, and every single move of his is designed to either kill, torture, or maim his opponent. So I definitely think that Black are busy with one another and they aren't paying much attention to Frieza. That would be their downfall. It would be their last mistake, because definitely he overpowered and then they would be killed by Frieza, because Frieza is absolutely ruthless. Like, Hit and Goku Black are yet methodical. They're still methodical in their approach. Frieza, if he knows that he will have a difficult time, even though he likes a challenge, he will want to kill someone else. And I definitely think that, considering, despite Hit's experience as an assassin and Goku Black's assassination, Frieza has literally done that for hundreds of years, and I definitely doubt that anyone could best Frieza when it comes to power, when it comes to recklessness, endurance, and definitely skill set, because definitely every single move that Frieza has is designed to kill. Like, there's none who isn't designed to at least paralyze. He can have an easier time winning.
Brother Unreal was good. It's your boy Tony Brown from Buffalo, New York. You see I'm repping the Mario 3/Dragon Ball shirt. Now, in that three-way matchup, I feel it's going to be Hit that's going to win, because let's base the power off Goku. He was Kaioken times 10 in the exhibition match between Hit, and Hit actually told Hit that if he would have gotten serious, he would have killed Goku. Fast forward to the time on Earth when Goku put that hit out on himself. Hit actually and and Goku was afraid of him. He showed fear. And now, Tournament of Power, when he put Jiren in that time vacuum, even if it was for just a few seconds, anybody that's strong enough to keep Jiren, contain Jiren, and hold him, you gotta be strong. So Hit is completely advanced from the Golden Frieza, Super Saiyan, Rose, Goku Black, don't even stand a chance, in my opinion.
Hey Alex, what's up? And I'm gonna take your video response, your Snapchat video response on what I think who will win between Super Saiyan Rose, Goku Black, Kipu, Frieza, etc. My opinion, I'm gonna say Super Saiyan Rose, Goku Black, because, I mean, he did fare up against very easy against two Super Saiyan Blues and Rage Age Trunks, and well, technically he is the Masu after all, but hey, he does outscore Goku's abilities after all. So in my opinion, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black will win, so...
Now, Emosh, after hearing all of this, what are your thoughts as to who's going to be the wild card, and essentially, who do you believe would be the winner of this triple threat battle?
Alright, so as far as the wild card statement, in my opinion, I feel like Frieza, well, based on your definition of Frieza being a wild card, doesn't necessarily apply to someone like Goku Black. I feel like Goku Black would be the wild card in this scenario only because he's an actual god. So, for example, like the example you gave where Frieza could survive in space, Goku Black is an actual god, so theoretically he wouldn't be limited to needing to breathe, or all these other limitations that mortals have, for example. So he far exceeds those limitations by default because he's an actual god,
right,
possessing Goku's body. So that's out of the way. I feel like Goku Black would be the primary wild card only because of his potential. I think Frieza's potential is limited based on who he is when he comes into the fight. He doesn't grow midway into a battle like Goku Black does, nor does he grow or adapt midway into a fight like Hit does. Frieza is Frieza when he comes into a fight, and the only time we've seen Frieza improve himself is after he took a major L. This happened in the Namek Saga. This happened once again in Rival of F. Once Frieza came back and he did image training in hell, thinking of fighting Goku in ways to kill him. Right? This is prior to the Tournament of Power. And then we see how he's performed in the Tournament of Power. But this is based on his agenda, so I can't really knock him for that. I feel like in a death match he would go all out. But for example, against someone like Hakai Topo, a God of Destruction candidate Topo, right? It's not that Topo. What made Topo a threat was the energy of destruction.
Yes.
Right on top of his strength, and that's something that Frieza thought that he could endure, but he couldn't. So other than his fight with Topo, we haven't really seen Golden Frieza in the Tournament of Power take a major W or showcase what he can actually do. If you want to count what he could do against Dispo, I personally don't think Hit would have any difficulty with Dispo, but that's because Hit has a certain ability which allows him to pretty much manipulate his surrounding area. So that's something that Frieza does not have. So this is why I think for this triple threat, it's not really fair to just look at who fought who. Like for example, how Goku fought, Goku Black fought Goku, and how
everyone
Goku
had a
Frieza.
different situation.
Yeah,
different
exactly. So we have to look at their specific abilities and what they can and cannot do. So I think the wild card would be Goku Black for his potential alone, his potential to grow alone, and the massive Zenkais that he got. It reminds me of the Battle of Gods, the Super Saiyan God that we saw in Battle of Gods, where Goku continued to grow gradually throughout the fight. The same statements were also made for Ultra Instinct in Dragon Ball Super Episode 110, I believe it was, where Piccolo states that he was growing stronger, his attacks were sharper, he was getting faster, he was evolving midway into a fight. So there's a lot of similarities there. Golden Frieza does not share, or Frieza in general does not share any of the abilities, or I would say advantages, that would allow him to take a major W or just a W at all in this kind of a fight over Goku Black or Hit. Hit has his own form of a Zenkai where he adapts. He has like that adaptability, right? He just adapts him into a fight.
During the fight as well. We saw that, as clear as day when he fought Goku during the Champa arc, when every single time he couldn't even believe it for himself that he fought someone like Goku. In the idea that he was able to push himself that far into increasing and developing his own time skip further beyond his own expectations, i.e. 0.3, 0.5, even to the point where he time skipped Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10 with, I think it was like 0.10 seconds. So with that being said, he grows through the means of fighting, someone really strong. But in this case, it's like, would he be able to survive the onslaught of two characters of that nature, being Golden Frieza and Black,
Well, yeah, I don't think Frieza in this scenario, Frieza only has the element of surprise. That's all he has. He's very cunning, he's very deceptive, and that's all he has. But against someone like Hit, who basically, he's Hit, right? And then we have Goku Black. So I'm just going to give the L to Frieza automatically, not because I dislike him or anything. I just don't think. I think when it comes to Goku Black and Hit simultaneously, I think he's out of his league, in my opinion. Even if he tanked or whatever, he compressed Sidra's Hakai energy, that's not so much of that's just his strength, right? Which I'm not going to say that Hit can tank Hakai energy. I'm not going to say Goku Black can or cannot tank Hakai energy. But what I will say is that all that really is a feat of strength, with which both Hit and both Goku Black have showcased as well. They have not showcased that they can tank Hakai energy. But for the sake of argument, when you compare their own strength to Golden Frieza himself, which is comparable to Super Saiyan Blue Goku, we can argue that they're somewhere along the range of the same ballpark within each other. Okay, so with that, we talk about how Goku Black wanted you to hit him. Okay, well, Hit also took attacks from Dispo, who gave Frieza a hard time as well. Eventually, after he went into that super maximum light speed mode, Frieza was having a harder time as well. Hit was able... He didn't take those super maximum light speed mode attacks, so that's where the Tournament of Power is kind of wonky in terms of the scaling, but I'm trying to avoid the actual scaling. He was able to figure him out relatively quickly, and then he was able to avoided vital spots. He also took hits from Jiren, so that itself is a feat that I think Goku Black would not really benefit from a Zenkai, 100% at least, not the same way that, for example, because when we saw Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta train in the Rosat, he comes back, he starts bodying Goku Black, okay? Some people believe that he got a Zenkai from that fight. There's really nothing to support that. The only thing that he got was a new power-up after he got angry, and that's all that was showcased. It's literally stated. People try and say that, oh, he said that he got a power-up. No, it says that he got a new power, and that was evidently showcased when he created the clones, when he had the scythe and all this other stuff. Unfortunately, we didn't see that because he fused with Zamasu shortly after that. So with that, Hit is also showcased an insane amount of durability as well, okay? fought Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times Sengoku, fought Super Saiyan Blue Goku afterwards, and then he also fought against Jiren and was able to take a lot of hits, a simultaneous amount of hits, despite Jiren being able to just shit on his time skip completely. So with that, I would have to say that it comes down to Hit and Goku Black. Ultimately, I give it to Hit because of the time skip alone, and I think his variation of his ability to be able to use the time skip is what separates him from Goku Black, for example. Goku Black has showcased, he does possess Goku's body, he can use instant transmission, he can use certain techniques that Goku can use, but that doesn't necessarily mean he fights like Goku. That's where we have to draw the line. Just because he has Goku's body does not mean he is Goku. And essentially, he still fights. He uses Goku's techniques, but he still fights like a Zamasu. That's what it comes down to. He fights like a Zamasu that doesn't really care about, his body because he knows he's gonna get a Zenkai anyway. Hit is someone that will adapt to anybody. It doesn't matter who it is, and he showcased that. And I would argue that he would be able, if you want to consider the time cage that he used against Jiren, I personally don't see Goku Black even escaping that remotely. And personally, if he can hit Jiren, I would wager that he can hit Goku Black. And all he has to do at that point, and Goku Black is not immortal, so he can put Goku Black down definitively. And this is just based on what we've seen based on their fights. Goku Black hasn't really shown the things that
true
he
potential
can do.
because he was very limited.
it was
just
cut
as
short.
he was beginning to do so, they end up fusing, which was kind of a disappointment because
Vegeta
just
was
as
able
he was
to
beginning to understand Vegeta's anger and saying, well, you filthy mortals use the means of anger to, grow in terms of power, it's something I always overlooked. And, just then he created his Scythe. So I think that this fight would come down to strategy, but also tactics. And I feel like one of the reasons why I feel like Frieza would come in handy is because he's one of those dudes, as we saw in the Tournament of Power, to where, if the chips are down for him, he's gonna pick his spots and buy his time until the moment's right for him to strike. And I feel like in a momentary situation, if either Hit or Goku Black were able to put Frieza down, I feel like in the foreground he would pick his spots and wait for you to make a mistake and thus coming after you. And I feel like between Hit and Goku Black, I feel like it's more logical for him to target Goku Black first for obvious reasons. And I feel like it's because of these reasons that Frieza is going to have the upper hand, at least in the aspect of coming after Goku Black. I'm not entirely sure as to how Frieza would fare up against Hit entirely. I can definitely see Frieza targeting Goku Black first because obviously it reminds him of the very face of the person that he hates the most. And I feel like, not taking away anything from Frieza, but I feel like with everything he's gone through, I think that despite what Goku Black may do to him, he may endure it in coming back after, Goku Black or Hit, whoever he chooses to go up against, in bouncing right back from injury. So what I wanted to ask you is, who do you think would be the least developed fighter in this fight? Would it be Goku Black? Would it be Hit? Would it be Frieza? Who would you say, in your opinion, would be the least developed character going into this fight? And this question also is in regards to the viewers as well. If you guys want to let us know down below as to who you guys feel would be the best suited fighter in this particular situation between Hit, Goku Black, and Frieza. Hashtag Frieza, hashtag Goku Black, or hashtag Hit. We would love to know your thoughts. But I think that, like you said, there is a surprise element to Frieza, and I think that you can't really count him out. However, I'm not discrediting Goku Black either. I think that in its entirety, this would be such a barbaric fight because you have three characters that essentially would prefer to kill someone over having to follow the rules. So my question to you is, who do you believe would be the least developed, and how do you see that situation going about once this fight further, goes into developing as we lead towards a winner?
Okay, so let me just touch on one point. The thing with Frieza, just because he doesn't go down easily doesn't necessarily make him durable. And what I mean by that is that he has this tenacity and this willpower to just, doesn't matter how, even if he's on the brink of destruction, like dying, which he showcased in the Namek Saga. He had half of his body, okay? He was like, he determined to Swiss cheese, right? He was cold cuts, and he still didn't want to go down. He still tried to attack Goku. And that's just his tenacity, right? So, and in essence, I guess you could say it makes him durable, but physically, what it comes down to is Goku Black can benefit from taking damage. Hit can also benefit from taking damage. Frieza cannot. Frieza runs out of stamina, he runs out of steam, he runs out of power. And this has been evident time and time again. This is why in a three-way battle, I put Frieza at third. That's the only reason. He doesn't have anything else going for him. Hit adapts midway into a fight, so even if it was a drawn-out fight where a strategy was involved or something like that, Frieza trying to play a surprise, trying to use the elements of surprise against Universe 6's legendary assassin, who also uses the same kind of aspect, but he has the decency to kill you in point blank range while you're facing him is something that I don't see Frieza being able to overcome. And that's where I have to place Frieza third. Frieza also, like I mentioned earlier, he does not get Zenkais. He evolves, but he doesn't discover evolutions midway into a fight. He's never done that. So for the sake of argument, we're going to say that he cannot do that here as well. Okay? He has to train to do that. He has to push himself to do that. Goku Black, Zamasu, who has the body of a Saiyan, they grow midway into a fight. They transform into midway into a fight. They get Zenkais midway into a fight. Hit does something similar, not necessarily using power, but using tactics, using his abilities and stuff like that. This is where, in a three-way fight, it becomes a lot more evident that, in my opinion, Golden Frieza is third. In a one-on-one match, it might be a little different because now you can target one character is focusing on another character.
Right.
But over here, it's Hit who, given his profession, you would wager that, well, he would. I don't want to say he's fought someone like a Goku Black or Frieza before, but like I said, it comes down to him calmly being able to assess a situation as to where Goku Black would just automatically assume that he's above everybody because he's a god, and his personality and stuff like that, all these other things that come into
Frieza
factor.
being the aggressor.
So yeah, and Frieza, like I said, Frieza's no joke. I feel like he would do a lot of damage, but he just doesn't have anything that would be able to put down both Goku Black and Hit. So at the point where he would be able to be the victor. I just don't see him being able to handle both the Zenkai increase and adaptability from Hit. On top of that time skip, if Frieza doesn't have anything to counter that. If he wants to overpower it, fine, he can try. But I think as soon as he tries that, he doesn't Hit at that point might be too close for comfort for him and just stop his heart ultimately. And that's just that. It's just nothing else to talk about. But then again, Frieza is dead. So you said Tournament of Power Frieza. So it really depends on if you want to consider that as well. Him being dead does provide him extra durability. But like I said, in a fight to see who would win, I feel like Hit would take the fight because he has a lot more to offer. In terms of overall combat and just the scaling in general, I would say that he can tango with those two other fighters. Goku Black will come in second, and then Golden Frieza would come in third in a three-way matchup.
What's most interesting about this fight is the fact that it's a triple battle, and I think that the winner, in my opinion, would be Hit, considering his ability to increase his time skip. If he's backed into a corner, he can easily up it up and trying to, increase his movements to the point where Goku Black and Frieza won't be able to catch up to him. But even if everything else fails, he could resort in using his time cage maneuver to keep someone like a Goku Black, like a Frieza, trapped momentarily in an endless loop of time while he does, go about his business and trying to finish the situation off. So let us know what you guys think in the comment section below between Goku Black, Frieza, and Hit in a three-way contest. No rules, basically killing is allowed, and if you were to pit all three of them up, let us know how you guys feel about the situation. Who do you think would be the wild card? Who do you think would have the advantage? For me, I definitely feel, like I said before, Hit would definitely be the winner of this fight, just because I feel as if it would come down to strategy, because I feel like the aggressor would hands down possibly be Frieza, because if Frieza realizes that he's in trouble and he can't do anything in his ability to stop Goku Black, to stop Hit in his attempts to try to be the aggressor in this fight, then Frieza would go about any means to blow the planet up, to blow himself up, to do whatever he needs to do to ensure victory. And unlike Goku Black, cue my outro, bitch, Frieza can survive in space. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, a situation were to come about to where Frieza's losing, I personally feel like Frieza is one of those guys that would blow the entire planet up just because he knows he can survive in space, so in the end he wins. And let us know down below as to what kind of triple battles you guys want to see in the next video. I do have a few things planned, so if you guys want to see another battle, let us know as to 3 characters from any dimension of Dragon Ball, from any timeline, any movie, any show that you guys would like to see a part of a video. List your names down below for another triple threat battle. Thank you all so very much for watching. Let us know down below your thoughts on a winner. Who do you believe would have the better moveset? Who do you believe would have the overall better defense, better offense? Let us know down below, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys want to go on ahead and watch more videos similar to this, I do have a Dragon Ball What If playlist to where you guys can click the link down below in the description box and watch more what if scenarios involving stories, one-on-one battles, and now triple threat battles, as I have various different videos coming onto the channel in the next couple of weeks and months. So make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel with notifications turned on. That way you guys can be up to date with all latest in Dragon Ball. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, slap it up with a like. Make sure you guys are following me at Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, all that good jazz on social media. The link to that will be located down below. Also guys, please go on ahead and check out Emosh's channel. It's called EmoshIsLive. I will leave a link to his channel down in the description box for you guys to go on ahead and check out. He's going to be doing vlogging, gaming, lots of in-depth Dragon Ball videos. You name it, he's going to be covering that. So thank you all so much for watching. Tune back in for more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys in the next Dragon Ball battle. Take it easy, everybody.